Hey, Kat, why are we at Ron Jon's?
We're at Ron Jon's because the cruise that we booked for Bermuda was hit by a hurricane, Hurricane Tammy. And unfortunately, because we were hit with Hurricane Tammy, the cruise line decided to reroute our cruise to Florida and the Bahamas. So we made the best of it. Sometimes the cruise you booked is not the cruise you get. When booking a cruise, there are many decisions that you have to make before you decide on the final cruise that you are going to take. Some of those items are: what's the itinerary? Are there specific islands I want to go to, specific parts of the world? That could be your primary decision. It could be the ship. Is it a specific ship that you want to travel on because of the amenities that this particular ship has? Is it the home port? I can drive to the home port versus flying, so it makes it more convenient. The price of the cruise, what's included in the cruise, what's not included in the cruise. So there's many factors that you have to decide on when booking the best cruise possible. Once you've decided the best fit and you have booked your cruise or your dream vacation, there are some things that you have to keep in mind that could unintentionally sink your plans.
What are they?
Biggest factor is the weather. The weather is probably the biggest reason a ship would change their itinerary. A hurricane, a bad storm, and it may not even be the islands that you're going to visit, but it may be the route that the ship has to take. And because they have to travel around these storms, they need to alter the itinerary.
But it can happen at any time. You can get up in the morning and the winds are so blustery and 40, 50 miles an hour that you can't dock in port because it'll blow the ship into the pilings. They have a hard time getting in. There's been a lot of times with Coco Cay that you can't get into port because of the winds, and maybe later in the day it would you could have a half day at Coco Cay. But a lot of times it's just the weather. And the other thing right now, it seems like there's a lot of propulsion issues with the engines, and that makes a big difference. If you can't get to the port on time, that they have to skip that port and go to the next one so they can stay on schedule.
Yes, the schedule is very important to a cruise line. As we know, they want to make your cruise the best that they can, but you also have passengers that are going to be getting on for the next cruise. So when there's mechanical problems, it's not uncommon to possibly skip a port because of the delays that they had to spend on fixing whatever the mechanical issue was. There's also unrest in certain parts of the world right now. We're not going to go into every specific detail, but if you've read the news, there's a lot of cruise companies, probably every cruise company has canceled all of their cruises that were going to go through the Suez Canal because of the unrest in that area and pirates invading the ships. Also, Haiti. Royal Caribbean has a private island. It's called Labadee in Haiti, and they have recently cruised or canceled all of their dockings for Labadee because of the unrest in Haiti. And again, I've said it before, it's for the safety of the passengers, the safety of the crew, and the safety of the ship. That would be the worst thing possible, to intentionally put anyone in harm's way, and they do not want to do that.
And even the ports, they will stop going to certain ports if there's a problem in the ports. And there's been a lot of different violence going on in St. Kitts, and they've been telling you to be very careful. And just at that point, we would usually just go on a regular Royal Caribbean or Carnival or whatever ship you're on, get on one of their excursions because they vetted the people and they know that you'll be safe.
So many times when a ship has to change itinerary, they will offer some compensation, but this is not guaranteed. Sometimes the compensation may be onboard credit for you to use during your cruise, or it may be a percentage off of the next cruise. But remember, that's not a guarantee, because when you sign your cruise contract, you are signing that if they have to alter the itinerary, you have agreed to that. It's very frustrating and it's unfortunate, but you need to know this before the cruise is booked. And what we do is we make the best of it. We've been to Cocoa Beach in Florida many, many times. So there's not too much for us to see and do if we go there, but we always make the best of it. We enjoy it. We're on vacation. And what's better than, being on a cruise ship and having the wonderful drinks and the service and the food? You can't beat that. So make the best of it.
Yeah, and the Ron Jon's is a beautiful store. It's huge. Got her glasses. She left her sunglasses home, so she bought a pair of those. And we left our surf shoes home, so we had to get another pair. But the store is beautiful. The staff is nice, very clean, and it was a nice time.
And it's definitely worth the trip. And this was actually a Royal Caribbean excursion. It was a bus that took you down, it dropped you off near Ron Jon, so you could actually just walk to the beach from the parking lot that they dropped you off in, or you could go to Ron Jon's, you could walk around town, go to some of the other stores. So it was a nice, relaxing day. A lot of people went to the beach for a little while and then went to Ron Jon's and did a little bit of shopping before they got back on the bus to go back to the ship. And a funny story, when we got off the ship, we took the elevators down to deck 2, which is usually the deck that lets you off the ship. And come to find out, we get there, there's no one down there other than the crew. And we said to ourselves, wow, nobody's getting off the ship here in Cocoa Beach. What happened? Come to find out, we walk out of the exit. Everyone says, have a nice day. And here we exited through the crew gangway, and we didn't exit through the passenger gangway. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day. Ron Jon Surf. Hi, welcome to Ron Jon Surf Shop. We're on a cruise on Vision of the Seas, and we had a detour, so we stopped in Cocoa Beach today. We came to Ron Jon's to do a little shopping. I got my new Maui gyms. Ron Jon started in 1959 in LBI, New Jersey, and he has a flagship store now here in Cocoa Beach. It's huge. You can get anything imaginable that you need for the beach. They have clothes, bathing suits, t-shirts, shoes, water shoes, sunglasses, surfboards, skateboards, anything that you could want. It's a great store. If you're in Cocoa Beach or if you stop here on a cruise, make sure that you come to Ron Jon's. Have a great day.